Long-term viewers to my channel will know that I flipping well love a Mai Tai. It is one of my favourite rum cocktails. In recent years, I've done so many videos. I've looked at rum blends, I've looked at the orange liqueurs, I've put the Orgeat syrups head to head. Now this video is not about any of that. It's not even about swapping any of those ingredients that I've just mentioned. This video is about taking the bare basics of the Mai Tai cocktail and turn it into something slightly different for pubs, for bars here in the UK, not sort of proper pretentious mixology bars, but general mass market bars. And you guys at home, helping you turn it into something slightly different so you can generate more cash or impress more people, more customers. Now, yes, while I'm about to show you some fun, really good riffs on the Mai Tai, for me, in my own opinion, none of these actually go beyond the point of what the Mai Tai is all about. These are not completely different cocktails making different things. This is all about the Mai Tai at the base of it, but just swapping out one, maybe two ingredients. Now, before I let myself loose to create some fun Mai Tais, I want you guys to dive in the comments below, and I want easy mass market Mai Tai suggestions, Mai Tai riffs. We'll forgive the obvious ones like pineapple rum, banana rum. I've done them, been there, done that on this channel. Go in a different direction. What have you got in your lockers? So before we go any further, for those of you that have never made a Mai Tai, or perhaps you've made a Mai Tai with maybe pineapple juice, orange juice, maybe some grenadine in there, those kind of weird Mai Tais that are not actually Mai Tais, I better show you how to make a proper Mai Tai. Now, for those of you looking at this going, that's not a proper Mai Tai, bear with me, I'll go down this route. So I'll talk about the rum last. As you can kind of gather from a lot of my videos now, these sort of, when I'm kind of stashed up like this, the badge or the shirts or anything like this is geared towards, these are not paid promotions. I work with DRINKSTUFF, we've got a lot of products, I work with a lot of these brands. So it's my way of like tying all three parts of my business together because they're brands I can talk about. You know, I'm not saying these are the better brands. These are the brands I've got access to, so I can work with them there. So, right, first things first, let's go this way, right? And the first would be traditionally a Demerara sugar. Now, with the brands that we kind of sell, there really seems to be issues with Demerara sugar. You can easily make it yourself. 2 parts Demerara, 1 part water, keep it there. In fact, I have got a little bottle of Demerara there ready to go, but I'm keeping this to the brands there and just showing you, yes, look, you can, if you really want to, use plain sugar. All right, so we've got that. This is by far and away my favorite Orgeat syrup that DRINKSTUFF sell. I think there's 3. We've got William Fox, and there's also the Monin one as well. This for me, because it's got the orange flower water in there, or orange blossom water, because it's got a little bit of sort of rose in there as well, I flipping love that. That is by far and away, leaps and bounds, my favourite Orgeat syrup that DRINKSTUFF sell. By the way, just to very quickly add something into this video that I should have said originally, if you're the sort of bar that likes to list ingredients on your cocktail menu, so you can kind of list everything that goes into a cocktail, I've had the discussion, and I know this has been a thing because even when I used to run the bar, many bars don't sell many Mai Tais, for example, because you would list Orgeat as one of the ingredients. Now, to a lot of people at home, to a lot of your customers, they ain't going to have a Scooby-Doo of what Orgeat is. So therefore, if you don't know what something is, the chances are you might actually avoid it. You might avoid ordering it. So my big tip, if you are running a bar, if you are writing a cocktail menu, is perhaps don't list Orgeat and go down the almond route. As soon as people understand that Orgeat is an almond syrup, a lot of people absolutely love almonds. Therefore, your Mai Tai sales will increase. So just think about that the next time you're writing out your cocktail menu for any of your cocktails. If people don't understand the ingredients, the chances are they're going to avoid ordering that cocktail. We've got the long life shelf stable lime juice, not to be confused with like Jif lemon, Jif lime that you find on the shelves. This is 100% lime juice squeezed within a couple of hours of limes being picked off the tree, and it's just a tiny little bit of antioxidant in there to keep it long life and shelf stable. And even after you open it, keep it in the fridge a couple of months. They say 30 days, a couple of months in the fridge, easily. You know, and people get on the high horse about the antioxidant. Every single bottle of wine that you've got with the screw top behind your bar has got that exact same antioxidant in it. And if you're going down the argument, well, I always juice fresh limes because they're fresher, juiced within 2 hours, or you juicing a lime that's been in cold storage for 6-8 weeks, sat in the supermarket for maybe God knows how long, you know, in the market. How fresh is that fresh lime compared to lime that's actually been juiced? And if you look at the colour of that stuff, it is proper bright and proper zingy, and I flipping love this stuff. More on lime juice coming, but yeah, it works. It just works, okay? For people like me, for pubs and bars, it just works. Your favourite orange liqueur? Pierre Ferrand Dry Orange Curacao I've got down here as well. You know, you could go that. I just using Fortunello at the moment. I love the product. It's Kumquat Orange Liqueur. It's flipping phenomenal. Right, let's talk about rum. Is this the rum that I'm saying you should use in a Mai Tai? No, far from it. Is this a good rum? This is a flipping exceptional rum. I love this rum. For those of you that have been around during my rum days and making Mai Tais, you know that there's a hell of a lot of rums up there that I would put in a Mai Tai. My traditional Mai Tai blend is up there, Worthy Park Select and Worthy 109, 50-50 split of that. That would be my Mai Tai. You go Plantation OFTD down there. You can go the signatures there. Bounty and Chairman's Legacy and all that work in Mai Tais as well. You know that. I've got a lot of love for Ron Colon. The rum is banging. It's El Salvador rum and Jamaican rum. It's a 2-rum blend in there, and I really do like it in a Mai Tai for me personally. If I'm going to carry these videos through for ease, then I'm going to look for to kind of preach to pubs and bars, I'm going to look for a rum. One rum does the job. My second job for a video like this would actually be Boutique Rum Company Signature Blend number 2, Guyana and Jamaica in there. I do think you need a little bit of Jamaican rum in your Mai Tai blend, and I do think you kind of need some sort of dark thing. But then, you know, this is 55.5% ABV, and for me, it really does do the job. So for a 1 rum blend in a Mai Tai, yeah, you could pre-batch that and put 50-50 split in there, so you're only pouring for 1. You can go down that route. You can have a Mai Tai blend for purees. I really like that. So preaching over, let's dive in. Let's make this Mai Tai. So first up, you need 50ml double bubble of your rum of choice, 15ml of orange liqueur, 25ml of lime juice, and then I go 10ml of Orgeat syrup and 5ml of Demerara sugar, or in this case, traditional sugar. Now, before I serve up, let's talk Mai Tai glass. This is not a Mai Tai glass that DRINKSTUFF sell. In fact, it is, as I say, at this moment, impossible, unless you import it from the US, to get a proper Mai Tai glass here in the UK. Watch this space. Now that I've got my feet a little bit under the table of DRINKSTUFF, we're importing that glass, that exact glass, from artists who kind of use Libby here in the UK, who kind of own Libby or the rights to Libby here in the UK. We're importing that glass. So this is August, the tail end of August 2024. Watch this space over the next few months, because not only could there be plain Mai Tai glasses, we're also looking at getting our own kind of etchings and done. How flipping excited is that? Anyway, single strain your cocktail into 15. This is a 15 ounce double old fashioned glass with crushed ice. Then we're garnishing with the obligatory mint bush and dried lime from Frona. Now, as far as Mai Tai goes, for the purist, does that rum work? Hell yeah, that is fantastic. Because of the bump in ABV, 55.5, you've got the ABV that kicks through. You've got that Jamaican funk that kicks through in there. The almond orange, that is it's a slightly lighter Mai Tai than if you used a dark rum. Of course it is, but that is flipping tasty. Now, as I said at the top of the video, I've already previously discussed in many videos the obvious ways to riff Mai Tai ups. I've swapped out the rum for banana and pineapple rums, as I just mentioned. I swapped the orange liqueur for apricot brandies, for peach liqueurs, for banana liqueurs, for pineapple liqueurs, and made Mai Tais that way. So in this video, as I keep saying, I'll go down the direction of the ingredients and the stuff that I have to play with DRINKSTUFF. Obviously, they don't sell alcohol, so my mind then goes to purees and syrup. Now with this cocktail and the specs that I've just shown you how to make this cocktail. All we really have to play with is 15 ml. I use 10 ml of the Orgeat and 5 ml of that. You really do not need any more than 15 ml of sweetness in that cocktail. But the problem is, and what you're thinking is, well, hang on a minute. If you use 10 ml of that and the Mai Tai is with those almond flavours, with that Orgeat flavour, that only leaves you with 5 ml to play with. And surely that's not going to be a great riff. You could sort of go down to 7.5 ml for that and then 7.5 ml of a different syrup. But I've got another little trick up my sleeve. So what direction am I headed in instead? Well, it's a product I don't really shout about that often, but I do actually use quite a lot. And no, DRINKSTUFF don't sell this. This is a product every single one of you in the UK can go down to your local supermarket and buy. And it is this. Almond Extract. The simple addition of 8 to 10 drops of that in your cocktail doesn't change the balance of the cocktail. You still get that almond flavour which you need for the Mai Tai, but that now leaves you 10 to 15 ml of sweetness that you can now play around with and create different riffs. And let's be real here for a second. I don't know how that's made, but I know about a few other Orgeat syrups here in the UK. And I'll be honest, a lot of them go down the route of using almond extract to make their syrups, you know, basically flavouring that up with that. So to make a Mai Tai riff using almond extracts, you're going to want 50 ml double bubble of your rum of choice, 15 ml of orange liqueur, 25 ml of lime juice. Then you're going for your syrup or puree of choice, about 15 ml. And then it's 10 drops of the almond extract. Single strain over crushed ice into your favourite double old-fashioned glass, about sort of 14, 15 ounces. Then garnish, another sprig of mint, and then to complement the colour, I'm going for a purple apple from Frona. So using this method of making Mai Tais with almond extract, what Mai Tai riffs would you put on your cocktail menus? Remember, I'm not talking about different flavoured rums. I'm not talking about swapping out the liqueurs. I'm talking about swapping out that Orgeat syrup and the Demerara syrup. What would you go for? Let me know in the comments below. Now, as you can see right here in front of me, I've got 5 flipping delicious riffs on a Mai Tai. All of these taste like a Mai Tai would do with that sort of almondy kind of orange liqueur with the rum there. We've just got a different flavour at the base of it. So the first riff down here, pineapple, you can obviously see I went for 15 ml of the Reál Pineapple puree instead of the 15 ml of the syrup in there. The second one, I did exactly the same thing with the passion fruit. So that's a passion fruit in that. I've got to say, my favourite out of those two, I love the passion fruit, don't get me wrong, but the pineapple and almonds just works a treat. We know pineapple and almond works a treat. It's one of my favourite mixes from Franklin's & Sons. Absolutely phenomenal. Pineapple and almond soda is great. Then we carry on in the middle in the same vein. Obviously, you've not got any sort of dried guava at Frona, but guava Mai Tais, guava daiquiris, guava margaritas. I love guava. I love this guava puree. It is insane. So good. Guava, almond, works so well. I've just garnished it up with a purple apple there from Frona. And then I've got the dragon fruit out, but so this time we've gone syrups. So again, we've sort of foregoing the texture, that thickness of the purees in there for syrups. So classic flavours that I've done before with liqueurs, but I've done apricot syrup in there. Apricot and almond obviously works very well. Why? Because amaretto and the like are made from apricot kernels. They're not made from almonds, they're made from the kernels, those nuts inside apricots. That's how amaretto's made. So we've got amaretto there and yellow banana for the final one. Now the key question, do I lose the almond extract? 10 drops, remember, 10 drops in all of these. Do I lose that sort of almondy, rummy, limey, oranginess from any of these? Absolutely not. There's still a Mai Tai. It's still sort of recognisable in that Mai Tai at the base of it, with that Jamaican rum, that sort of funky rum that comes through with the almond notes. You do not lose that at all. But God, these are flipping good. Such a genius hack, using almond extract instead of Orgeat syrup and then swapping your syrups around. Remember, syrups are half the price of what liqueurs are. And again, you know, a fraction of the price of what some rums are. So it's a great way especially for bars that have already got different flavoured syrups behind the bar. It's a great way. What, £5? If that? £4? £5? £6? If you go bigger, like slightly more, £6 to £8, it's peanuts, you know, and that'll last you for flipping ages. I think if I was being brutally honest, as much as I love the pineapple, as much as I love the almond and banana, the guava is getting crushed.